Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholo Yimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai to the best of your ability. This is Yah Chanan Nawah, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And wanted to touch on a comment from P. Wells right here. I was explaining in a lesson yesterday about the new moon or the 48-hour Shabbat, because sometimes the Sabbath it lands it'll be 48 hours sometimes. And let me explain. You have 1 month where the Sabbath will end on a certain day, and then that following night, within that same evening, a new moon starts again. So I'm going to try and explain it best I can. I'm going to use the calendar to kind of show it in a little bit of an illustration to kind of, get some more edification on it. Okay, so now the Bible goes by the new moon, and that word new moon, it goes off into month. That's where you get the word month from. You won't see the word Friday in the Bible. You won't see the word Saturday in the Bible. Those words are not in the Bible. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all that stuff like that. Your months, July, August, all that shit. All that stuff is just named after Greek and Roman gods. It has nothing to do with Hebrew. So when the Israelites came out of Egypt with Moses, they were given their first month. And, their calendar was going by the new moon from what the Lord gave them. Right. So now let me show you a picture of a new moon. It's not a full moon. When the moon is all bright in the sky, that is not a new moon. A lot of people think that. The new moon starts off and it's dark. So you can clearly see right here in this graph right here, or this illustration, see right here to the very right where it will be like, say for instance, 3 o'clock. It's dark. Then it swerves on around. You get a crescent. Next, the third, you get a quarter. And then it comes on around and starts to look fuller. And then as it gets to that middle, then it's full. And then that cycle starts all over again. It starts to phase. It starts to phase. It starts to phase. And then it comes back to basically, new again. Dark. Right? So now let me go to, this is the calendar. Now this was the one from last month. It started on Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown, which was the 7th. Right? It was on the 7th. That's when the new moon started. It ended on the 8th of Wednesday. So all this past month, we've been doing Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown. Right? That's the Sabbath. The very first week was the 14th. Your second week, you counting it now. The first week was the 14th. Your second week was the 21st. Your third week was the 28th. Then your fourth week, going into June, was the 4th, which was basically yesterday. Right? So now today, as you can see, is right here the 5th, is Wednesday. Today is the 5th. That's 4 weeks. Basically, it's about to end on the new moon. Tonight at evening, when the sun goes down, because the days go from evening to evening. It's not at 12 a.m. 12:01 a.m. doesn't start a new day in the scriptures. That's the so-called white man's thing. A new day starts when the sun goes down. That's evening to evening. That's a day. That's the way that the Lord done it in the book of Genesis, right? Okay, so now, what makes it a 48-hour Sabbath is because a new moon is ending out, but a new moon is also coming in. So the new moon is coming in. It's ending at Wednesday sundown on the 5th, but there's a new one also. It's also starting again. Right? So now it's going to be for the next 4 weeks, Wednesday sundown to Thursday sundown. So the very first week is going to be June 12th. That's going to make 1 week. June 19th is going to be 2 weeks. June 26th is going to be 3 weeks. July 3rd is going to be 4 weeks. See? It's generally 4 weeks in a month. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't always land on the same day. It's not going to land Friday sundown to Saturday sundown every single time. Sometimes it's a day skip in between. Sometimes it just lands like how it's landed today. as a 48 hours. So it's going to just kind of like just roll on through for 48 hours, so to speak. Because you got to do the last month. You can't skip over May 7th, you know what I'm saying, when it started on Tuesday, Wednesday, sundown, and you just skipping a week. You can't, that would make it 3 weeks. You gotta clear that out. You gotta end that out, that month out, that 4th week out. But when the new moon starts again, it just starts again. It just is what it is. That's the way that the Lord created it. That's the way that He done it. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it'll skip a day, but mainly it'll kind of go like it'll be like a 12-hour period. Like you get 12 hours before the new moon actually comes in again. We have a few of those a year. Each one of them, we have a few a year. So it's something to get used to. I know it may sound a little bit confusing, but when you think about it, it's really very simple. I mean, when I first came in, it kind of confused me a little bit, but Spirit kicked in and I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's the best explanation I can give right off. I pray that it's edifying. Don't want to confuse anyone, but like I said again, because you got camps, they keep it Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. We're not tripping on nobody as to when they want to keep their Sabbath, but it properly, the correct way is by the new moon. That's the way that it is in the scriptures, man. The Lord gave the Israelites the new moon to go for their solemn feast, and certain holidays and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we start our new month. We start our new month with the new moon. Though we are in captivity, we still got to go to work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We got to go by this man's Gregorian calendar. We can't just be like, oh, well, I'm a Hebrew Israelite now. I'm not doing what these people want me to do, so to speak, As long as it's not going against the scriptures, to a point of anything detrimental, so to speak, because we are in captivity. We do have to get up and go to work on the Shabbat and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, if it don't land, I mean, because most Shabbats or Sabbaths, I'm working on them anyway. So we just pray to the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for mercy, in those days. He knows that we're in captivity. He knows what we're trying to do. He knows what's going on with us until we can get the hell out of here. But anyway, I pray that was edifying, man. Like, for real. I hope I didn't confuse anybody with that. Kwam Yashala.